Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you my recipe of red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting and chocolate ganache on the top of it. So let's get started. So first of all, in a bowl I'm going to take 1.25 sticks of room temperature butter and will add sugar into it, and I will whisk it together until they are smooth. I'm making an eggless version of this cake, so I'm taking yogurt instead of eggs. I'm taking 3/4 cup of yogurt or curd into this bowl and I will whisk it together. Because we are using yogurt instead of eggs, so our mixture might look little curdled, but that is normal. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence and will mix it. Now let's keep this mixture aside. Now in another bowl I have taken 3/4 cup of buttermilk. You can also use warm milk instead if you don't have buttermilk. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar in it. I'm just going to mix it and we'll keep it aside. Now in another bowl I'm going to sieve my dry ingredients. For that I have taken the sieve. I'm going to put 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour in it. You can also use cake flour. Now I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we are sifting it. Now I'm going to add red food color into my batter for the red color of red velvet cake. So I'm using gel color of Wilton, and that's why I did not have to use a lot of it. So please try to use a good quality food color. You can see how red it is with just little bit of color. So I'm adding the buttermilk here now. And let's mix it. Once it is mixed, I'm going to add dry ingredients into our batter gradually, and I will just fold it in because I don't want flour all over my face while whisking it. So I'm using just fold in method for now. And let's use an electric whisk now. So I'm going to add all my dry ingredients into my batter, and this is how it will look. So I am taking 2 6-inch of cake pans. I have lined them with parchment paper, also buttered and dusted. We are going to bake this cake at 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius for 35 to 40 minutes or until our toothpick comes out clean. So see how beautifully red they are. We are going to let it cool down for 5 minutes before we take them out from the pan. Now we are making cream cheese frosting, and for that we have taken cream cheese. It is 2 cups of cream cheese that I have taken. The cream cheese is cold and I'm going to whisk it. I really love cream cheese frosting with red velvet cake because it is too creamy and tangy in taste, which complements red velvet cake very well. And I don't think any other frosting goes that well. But if you like to try something else, you can also use any other frosting that you like buttercream frosting or whipped cream frosting. If you do not have cream cheese where you live or you cannot find it, then you can also use hung curd instead of cream cheese. Once it is whisked properly, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence into it and will whisk it again. After it looks creamy and properly whisked, I'm going to add 1 stick of softened butter into it. And I'm going to whisk it again until it is smooth. Now I'm going to gradually add 2 cups of powdered sugar into our whisked mixture of cream cheese and butter. I'm using a ladder here because I don't want powdered sugar everywhere in my counter. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to use whisk later. I'm going to add rest of the sugar into this and whisk it until it looks like this. So creamy and smooth, doesn't it? Now on a turntable, I'm using cake board. I'm going to put first cake layer on the top of it. I'm going to apply a layer of cream cheese frosting on this cake. Smooth out the frosting using spatula. Put the next layer of the cake on top of it and apply frosting again. I'm also applying the cake frosting on the sides of the cake using spatula. It is kind of a crumb coating that I'm doing, and I will let it rest for 30 minutes in refrigerator. I'm going to smooth the edges of the cake using cake scraper. It gets really hard to get the smooth finish on the cake with this frosting, but it tastes delicious. So don't worry about if your edges are not smooth, your top is not smooth, because we are going to cover it with ganache. So for ganache drip, I'm taking 3/4 cups of white chocolate and 1/4 cup of milk chocolate, and I'm microwaving it to soften it. And this is how it looks. Also adding 1/4 cup of hot heavy cream on top of it, and don't forget to add the red color. Give it a good mix and it should look like this, a beautiful red color. I've filled the ganache in a piping bag and I'm going to pour it on top of our cake. Level it using spatula, and you can also give that drip feeling using your piping bag. With the help of star nozzle, I am covering the top using this piping. You can decorate in whatever way you like. Also, at the sides, I am going to do the piping again. And this is how our cake looks.